Hello, and thank you for joining me this morning for our Economic Outlook State of Recovery Summit. I'm your host, Colin Diaz, and I'm also the president and CEO of the Culver City Chamber of Commerce, where I've had the honor of serving the past 4 years. I'm very excited for today's event and look forward to sharing the 2021 State of the Chamber address to kick us off. But before I go any further, let me thank and acknowledge our sponsors for the event today. For starters, our bronze sponsors, West LA College, Sendout Cards, Levine, Neal, Bender, U, Golubchik, LLP, and the Exceptional Children's Foundation. Our silver sponsors, Southern California Gas, Ivy Station Culver City, and Southern California Edison. Our platinum sponsors, Cedars Sinai, Amazon Studios, and Sony Pictures Entertainment. And of course, last but certainly not least, our presenting sponsor, Optimum Seismic. All of your sponsorship have allowed us to deliver today's event, so a deep and heartfelt thank you. It gives me great pleasure to share the State of the Chamber with you all today. The recovery has been one of great momentum for the Chamber. We certainly aren't where we were in December of 2019, but we are much improved from where we were this time last year in the middle of the pandemic. During this year, we relaunched a brand new responsive version of our website, culvercitychamber.com, a companion Eat, Shop, Stay, Play website, discoverculver.com, and a mobile app. We celebrated the Chamber's centennial on August 27th of this year. That's right. The Chamber of Commerce has served the Culver City business community for 100 years. Additionally, we hosted our first two in-person events since January of 2020 and ensured that the city honor the second annual Women in Business Week in Culver City at the end of October. On the advocacy front, we continued our diligent work in guarding business interest and finished 2021 with an 80% success rate on state bills that we took a position on, with 12 out of 15 having a favorable outcome. Additionally, we worked locally and regionally to pursue fair policies that impact all of you and ensure that the voice of business is represented at each level. This includes our work on Culver City's Economic Recovery Task Force, as well as my chairing of the West Side Council of Chambers and BizFed's Economic Recovery Task Force. All told, the Chamber continues to show relevance daily for our membership through our information, access, and support of businesses. On the event and programming side, we hosted events that struck a balance of timeliness and relevance, including our Women in Business Speaker Series, COVID-19 safety sessions, PPP and EIDL informational sessions, mental wellness series, and countless issues and insight forums, such as our recent Understanding Culver City's vaccine verification mandate. Through these virtual offerings, we were able to provide the business community with outlets and insight into the issues that matter most to you. Though things are still in flux in some of our business sectors, we still welcomed many new members to the Chamber family and continue to support our current investment core. Look, there's no getting around this. The literal, emotional, financial, and health effects of the pandemic will likely linger into the future. But the community of Culver City, and particularly the Chamber of Commerce, is one of resiliency. And as the saying goes, this too shall pass. The question is, will we learn from it, become better because of it, and use those lessons in the future? I believe we will. But we must continue to face it together and commit to supporting our local businesses the way that they have supported Culver City for years. Now, as we look to the future, we are reminded that there are better times ahead. The pandemic, as bad as it has been, will pass. The difficult work of our continual rebuild is upon us. But let's not lose the lessons, efficiencies, and strength that we gained from these trying times. As I said last year, and with us celebrating our centennial, that means the Chamber and the community has seen the Great Depression, multiple wars, the dot-com bust, the Great Recession, many councils, and this pandemic. And the one thing that has always been true, the chamber will endure. We endure because of all of you. So as I close these remarks on the state of the chamber, I'll leave you with this. As a catalyst of business growth and expansion, we will make good on that commitment and be a catalyst of recovery and rebound. As a connector of people, ideas, and resources, we will continue to align relevant content, thought leaders, and solution providers. And as a champion for a strong community, we will continue to be the leading voice of business for decades to come. Thank you again to all of you, our members, for being loyal, for leaning on the chamber, and for supporting me in my tenure as your president and CEO. I look forward to moving the chamber from relevant to essential for your business throughout the centennial year and beyond. The chamber will properly celebrate our centennial in January with our 2022 Installation Gala and Centennial Celebration. You won't want to miss it, and I hope you will join us. With that, I'm going to turn it over to our 2021 board chair, Cedric Joines of New York Life.
Thank you, Colin. It's great to join all of you this morning. As Colin mentioned, my name is Cedric Joines, and in addition to working for New York Life Insurance, I've had the pleasure of serving as the 2021 board chair of the Chamber of Commerce. It's certainly been a year like no other, but I'm proud of the Chamber, the work we've been able to accomplish this year, and the opportunity to provide relevant information and content like today's event. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing Mayor Alex Fisch for his State of the City address. Mayor Alex Fisch was elected to the City Council in April of 2018. Alex previously served as the chair of the city's Committee on Homelessness, and he now sits on various ad hoc and standing subcommittees of the City Council, including the Regional Oil Operations Subcommittee, Housing and Homelessness Subcommittee, and the Mobility, Traffic, and Parking Subcommittee. He represents the city on the West Side Sites Council of Governments, WSCCOG, as a board member. On December 17, 2020, the WSCCOG board appointed Mayor Fisch to serve as the WSCCOG representative to the Southern California Association of Governments, Regional Council District 41. Alex is also an attorney for the California Department of Justice in the Natural Resource Law section of the Attorney General's office. He was previously a shareholder at a Century City law firm and was a founding director of the Institute for Field Research, an independent, nonprofit academic organization that delivers rigorous archaeology field studies for students around the world. There's a lot more in the mayor's bio I can talk about, but I'll be brief and end with this. We are enduring some very challenging and evolving times. So I truly appreciate all members of our community that are working towards a better tomorrow, particularly our council. With that, please join me in welcoming Culver City Mayor Alex Fisch.
Hello and happy holidays to all Culver City residents, business owners, workers, and visitors. It's been a true pleasure to serve as mayor of Culver City over the past year. It's been a consequential year. As we constantly adjust and learn to live and create amidst the uncertainty of the pandemic, Culver City is amazingly and blessedly stronger than ever, standing as an exemplar city to our neighbors and well beyond. In reviewing the great events of the past year and contrasting the struggles of some parts of the country, I have to acknowledge the success and planning of past councils. Much of what's happening now, from new jobs to the execution of exciting new projects like Move Culver City, is the result of more than a decade of planning. Culver City's been looking ahead and planning for a long time, and this council continues to look ahead and plan for the future. Where we stand at this moment is very exciting. Over 90% of residents eligible for vaccination against the novel coronavirus have been vaccinated. Children aged 5 to 11 are now eligible as well and are getting vaccinated quickly and efficiently. There have been no closures or major outbreaks in our schools, and many have reached out to me to express gratitude for the confidence that they feel patronizing businesses where they know everyone is vaccinated, both behind the scenes and who are customers. While housing has been a contentious issue over the past year, we've approved over 200 new homes at 11111 Jefferson, and we've placed families in new subsidized housing at projects like the Lucky. And we're well ahead of other cities in planning to implement Senate Bill 9. While housing will always be a contentious issue, I'm confident that we'll find ways to accommodate our meteoric job growth without causing displacement here and in neighboring communities. While the arrival of Apple and Amazon has captivated the public's attention, many amazing new businesses are choosing Culver City, including several biotech firms that have quietly arrived. With the opening of Bioscience LA, I think it's time that we be intentional about cultivating biotech as yet another industry that provides high-quality jobs. You don't have to take my word on these things, though. Culver City was a finalist this year in the LA County Economic Development Eddie Awards. We're doing exciting things beyond economic development as well, including beginning a mobile crisis intervention program and creating other new programs for the good and welfare of our residents. It's been a great year. Thank you very much. And 2022 is going to be even better.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning to all of you. For those of you that I haven't met before, my name is Maria Jacobo, and I am a business performance advisor with Insperity. I am also the incoming board chair of the Chamber of Commerce for the 2022 year. I have thoroughly enjoyed serving on the board for the past few years, and I look forward to working with all of you in 2022. As we continue to work down the road to recovery, today's economic outlook and breakout sessions are especially timely. Please indulge me for a few minutes as I go over the timing and topics of our upcoming breakout sessions. We will have 3 rounds of breakout sessions that will each be 45 minutes with a 5-minute break in between during each round. There will be 2 sessions to choose from. Don't worry if there are 2 sessions that are at the same time that you would like to attend. All of the sessions will be recorded and made available to you after the event. With that being said, let me share the session names and times. In our first session, running from 9:30 to 10:15, you will choose between our restaurants, retail, and tourism session or our housing, jobs, and mobility session. After the 5-minute break, our second round from 10:20 to 11:05 commences with Bridging the Digital Divide, followed by our third round from 11:10 to 11:55, where you will choose between our health, wellness, and the future, or resiliency and the face of energy. These sessions will be a deep dive dialogue into many of the most pressing topics in our community today. When all the sessions end, roughly around noon, we will have an economic outlook forecast from Kevin Clouden, Executive Director of the Milken Institute for Regional Economics. Without further delay, we will break until our first session at 9:30. Remember that you can visit vendor and sponsor booths in the expo section or chat with any attendee in the event. We will see you soon in the breakout sessions. Thank you.